Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Compliance Corner with John Hanson. Today is Tuesday, April 28th, and once again, I'm with my wonderful friend, John Hanson. Hey, John, how you doing today?
Good morning. I'm doing great. Thanks.
Fantastic. Okay, so we do have an important topic to talk about today, and there seems to be a little bit of confusion around septic systems. So I thought that maybe we could touch on that just a little bit today. And basically, here's the issues. First of all, construction of new systems and new work is still prohibited. Repairs and finishing construction is allowed, and as-built representation of the number of approved bedrooms is the number of bedrooms you can represent, no more. All right, so walk us through and unpack all of that for us, John.
Okay, so the first two items there are items about this COVID-19 thing, right? And so construction of new systems and new work, like for example, digging holes for testing septics and things like that. Any of those kind of activities are still prohibited, but repairing and finishing construction is allowed, meaning that if somebody had been doing construction on a septic system, had started working on a septic system, they are allowed to finish that. So the evidence of that, I suppose, would be by way of having applied for permitting and things like that.
Great.
If you have, as a condition of sale, you have to have the septic inspected, or you have to have something repaired on that septic system, that is perfectly okay to have done now. And so that's fine. So those two issues I just wanted to clarify with you about this during this COVID-19 quarantine thing and work stoppage thing. Those are the activities that are allowed and not allowed.
Okay.
And the third issue there is a standalone issue about septic systems, that there's what's called an as-built that is always recorded, not recorded, is always available at the county level, where you can pull up the records of that original construction. And so the as-built indicates the number of bedrooms that are allowed for that system. So for example, let's say that it has a 2-bedroom, it was approved on the as-built for a 2-bedroom septic system, but the builder actually built 3 bedrooms. Okay, so the builder at the time just didn't have to call them 3 bedrooms, only had to call them 2 bedrooms plus a bonus room. And they were compliant. When the resale takes place, you can't say this is a 3-bedroom house. You would have to advertise or promote it as a 2-bedroom. You would have to list it as a 2-bedroom house plus a bonus room. You can always say plus a bonus room or plus a den, or however you want to do that. But you cannot represent that as a 3-bedroom house as long as that as-built shows it as a 2-bedroom. And the liability, the civil liability, I should say, apparently is really big for that. There's some precedent over the years on that makes it very dangerous. So the MLS is going to be watching and scrutinizing for both your protection and theirs, because they don't want to get drawn into a lawsuit because they had it on the MLS as a 3-bedroom house when it is in fact, per the as-built, a 2-bedroom house.
That makes total sense, John. So it's a good reminder for everybody, because that's always been, there's no change in that regarding the COVID-19. The first two obviously are very important because of COVID-19, but the other one, that's common sense, guys, and that's always been the way it goes. All right, John. Hey, thanks so much for the clarification on these issues. As always, you are a big help, my friend.
Great. Glad to help.
Okay. Have a great day. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.